Good day, good evening. This is your hillbilly historian coming to you with information you may have known or may not have known. I try to cover points that are never in the textbooks. Why are counties the size they are? Counties are formed through state charters. And a county is supposed to be small enough to where a man could ride his horse or his buckboard or wagon to the county seat and do his business at the courthouse and get back home before dark. So basically, a county is supposed to be about the size of 3 or 4 hour ride on a horse to get there, do your business, and a 3 or 4 hour ride back home. And that is how the size of counties were formed. When a county was too large and people couldn't make it to the courthouse and back in one day, it was usually parts of several counties were taken and a new county formed. Now, despite this fact, you still have counties like Pike County, Kentucky, that's the largest county in the state of Kentucky, and it is super, super huge. And there's a lot of isolated hollers and valleys and rivers and places with very bad roads in the old days where there was no way you could make it to Pikeville, the county seat, and back home. It's like in Scott County, Tennessee, which was formed in 1849 from several surrounding counties like Fentress, Campbell, and Anderson, and Morgan. And Scott County was formed, but still there was an isolated community in Scott County called No Business. And it was a 3-day trip for a county commissioner. They called them squires in those days. It was a 3-day trip for a squire to go from No Business to Huntsville, the county seat, do his business, and then return home. And he usually, on the first day, rode a horse to Oneida and stayed with relatives in Oneida, Tennessee. The next day, he'd ride a horse to Huntsville, which was about 7 to 8 miles from Oneida. He'd do his business as a county squire, return to Oneida that evening, spend the night, and on the third day, he would ride back to No Business, which was a full day's trip on horseback. So, there you go. From the hillbilly historian from the hills of East Tennessee, giving you a little clue into why counties are the size they are.